This is a unique week, so we're going to go ahead and get started on lecture, mainly because I will not be here on Thursday because I'm going to be helping with the 7th grade retreat. So let's go ahead and get started. The big idea for this lesson is the California Gold Rush changed the future of the West. There are only two main ideas in this lesson. The first is the discovery of gold brought settlers to California. And the second is the gold rush had a lasting impact on California's population and economy. As always, we are going to do the if you were there. So I want you to read it over on your own and discuss the question, if you would go west to seek your fortune in California, why? So you're going to discuss with your shoulder partner, would you go west to seek your fortune in California? Pause the video and we'll pick up in just a moment. We're just going to cover this one slide today. Main idea one, the discovery of gold brought settlers to California. In the 1830s and 40s, people wanting to travel to California traveled along the Oregon Trail. When it got to the Snake River, the two trails split. The people wanting to go to Oregon headed north, and the people wanting to go to California traveled south. Most of the people who traveled along this California trail were traders and merchants. They weren't settlers. And those traders and merchants were working to get gold and silver coins, cowhides, and tallow. And as you read in the textbook, tallow is used to make both candles and soap. Before the Mexican-American War, Mexico controlled California. And then you read about in the last lesson, the Bear Flag Revolt, where California became part of the United States of America. Before the Mexican-American War, there weren't very many white people living in California. It was primarily Mexicans and Native Americans. But that doesn't mean that there were no white people living in California. In 1839, a man named John Sutter purchased a piece of land from the Mexican government in order to create a colony. And he was actually a Swiss immigrant, so he was from Switzerland. He wasn't even an American at all. And his settlement was along the Sacramento River, and it became a popular resting spot for Anglo-Americans who were traveling to California. Then in the mid-1840s, Anglo-Californians, trying to get more people to come to California, started publishing newspaper ads telling people that they should move to the West. One of the groups of people that chose to attempt to go to the West was a group called the Donner Party. And the Donner Party was a group of settlers that were traveling to California in 1846. They started a little bit too late on their journey to the West, and as you know from playing Oregon Trail, it's very important that you start at the right time in order to get to your destination in time. Well, the Donner Party ended up getting stuck in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and during heavy snows, they were forced to try and survive for several weeks before they could be rescued. This is a terribly sad story because over half of the members of the Donner Party ended up dying due to starvation. And I know this is kind of gross, but there was some cannibalism that was involved with the survivors. So a small group did finally make it to California, but it was not a pleasant journey for the people who did. All right, that is all that we need to cover for lecture today. As you will see, the PowerPoint slides are going to go through all the rest of the slides, but you don't need to take notes on anything. Actually, you can just stop playing the lecture now, and I will see you guys in a couple days.